There are truths for couple. When did you realize that you really liked me? When you want to date your spouse is to be intentional about the time that you're spending together. How to date your spouse after 20 plus year marriage. When you've been married for 20, 30 years, you've been together for so long, you kind of become like roommate. And my marriage is no different. The traveling that I do, house sitting, like I was telling you about yesterday, are a few things that bring a bit of back sparks desire into the marriage, because we are not all the time together, so we still miss each other. However, when I'm at home, when we are both at home 24/7, we kind of forget that we actually married, and we do very little with each other. We are so used to being with each other that we do very little. So it has been my ambition for a while now to find ways to date my husband again, for us to have moment together other than being at home. At the end, it looks more like that we are business partner talking about bills, kids, and how we are building and investing for retirement. And it's often us women that have that need to do something special, that need to come out of the routine that is installed. Men are usually quite complacent. I've spoken to a few of my girlfriends that have been married for 20 plus years, and they all came back with the same thing. And I also attest to this, where my husband is a homebody, he's very comfortable at home. So it's very important to try to create a moment where you are reconnecting with your spouse. Before talking about date night ideas, it's important to first create an environment where you guys want to date each other, right? Because if you're always pulling hair and fighting with each other, no one wants to date, each other if you're not first in a good place. And for me, start by really being grateful for your partner, because it's very easy to only pick up what's negative. Mainly after 20 years, it's easy to just see what's wrong and not remember what in the first place attracted you to them. And it's important to tell them that you appreciate them, that you are grateful for them, and to tell them what they do that makes you happy. Recently, when I was in Cameroon, my husband has been such a great support. It was very challenging for me, very stressful. Not only I was part of the organization team for the wedding, and so I had so much pressure, and being introverted, I had trouble communicating with a lot of people, so I was in tears a lot of the time during the preparation of the wedding. And it has been my rock, and it was there for me. Not even talking or saying anything, just being there. When I felt overwhelmed in a room full of people, something happened to me at the wedding, at church, and I was the one entering with my brother as the mother, because we don't have a mother anymore. And something happened that makes anyway. And I was in tears, and people saw that I was sad that he's getting married. But I was thinking of my mom, we don't have parents anymore, etc. And I was so sad. And I could see him because he was the witness. So he was on the altar, sitting at the altar, and I was, at the front seat uh, at the church. And I could just see him looking at me with so much compassion. And even without looking at each other, I could feel his presence calming and comforting me. And when I look at his eyes, you know, I was crying even more because I saw him trying, wanting to comfort me, and that was just so beautiful. When you've been spending 20, 30 years and more together, you kind of forget to making the effort to attract, to be pleasant. I'm talking your appearance. I'm not talking wearing makeup, dresses, but the bare minimum. I'm talking about just brushing your teeth in the morning. And before coming and talking to your spouse, or if you're both working from home, please brush your teeth. You still want to smell good. You still want to put some fragrance on you. These days, guys, we're working from home. A lot of us work from home. So there's a chance that both husband and wife work from home. And it's not because you work from home that you have to stay in your pajamas all day long. Sometimes I'm guilty of this. And then, and thanks to YouTube, because I have to dress up to film a video. But make at least an effort to be clean, for men to either shave yourself, to wash your face in the morning, or to smell good, to put a bit of fragrance, even if you are at home, or a nice cream. Sometimes I don't want to put fragrance because, fragrance sometimes can, give me a headache. But I have a lot of little oil, or I lost the wrapping, so I can't show it. I have a lot of scented creams, so you just have to put them on and instantly you smell good. So when your husband comes in the morning or whenever during the day and want to give you, I don't know, a kiss or something, and I put that on my hair as well, you smell good, right? So there's little attentions like that we don't do anymore after a while. And I was talking about your husband giving you a kiss when he passed by. That's become almost non-existent after 20, 30 years. A lot of us don't do these little gestures anymore, like touch, right? I was telling my husband, it's very important to connect all the way down. Just, affection is extremely important. Affection, pure affection, just touch. Like when you pass by, just brush my shoulder, just touch my hair, do something that keeps that connection between us. And that goes a long way. That schedule regular check-in, meaning putting in the calendar a time where we sit and check in with each other. Are we still on the same path? Are we still, because it's very easy sometimes to disconnect and to, I am the queen of shutting down, and I may shut down because something happened and I'm not voicing it, or I try to voice it and I feel that it has not been heard. And so time to time it's very important because you might be brewing something that your partner is not even aware of. Ladies, have you been like upset, angry about something, and really mad about something? And then your partner is like, what's wrong with you? What's happening? And you are sure that he's making fun of you, but he has no idea about what you're talking about. And when you bring up the issue with him, it's like, what are you talking about? When that happened? Because what we can take so seriously and see it as a problem, your partner may not even be aware that this is a problem for you. So this is why it's very important to check in with each other and lay out what, are the concerns and how we can, find a solution for them. And these discussions, I love them. It really help us to connect back and to feel understood within the marriage and feel that we are still on the same page. And all of this will lead to you wanting to do things with each other. Guys, the marriage is an ongoing work until the day we die. It's unless you pour into it, it will dry and die. Laugh and play together. And it's important to have fun with your partner. There are truths for couple. What is something I do that you really appreciate? What is your first impression of me? That's so cool because it helps you to remember, when you met, what actually attracted you to your partner. And it's really a good way to reconnect, to get to know your husband again, how he changed, what he wants, and vice versa. Anything goes. A walk together somewhere in a new street, going to the pub, have a drink, whatever, everything goes. Going bowling, going swimming together, going to a couple massage, everything goes after that. Here is, why do you wish we did more of? When did you realize that you really liked me? I like this type of question because it makes you reminisce when you met your partner. To do something special now and then for your spouse, something that they love. Could be their favorite dish, their favorite meal, that you arrange, even if you're not going out, like in a restaurant, you dress up. Remember to say, I love you, te quiero, je t'aime, time to time. It's nice to hear it.